What's up, YouTube? It's Darmok back again. Today I'm going to be doing a stream alert tutorial. I'm not really an expert at After Effects, pretty good with it, but it's mostly just by bumbling around until I figure stuff out. But anyway, I made some alerts for my mixer stream, and I had the community. I shared it with the community, and they liked it. So I'm going to show how to make those alerts by using the program Adobe After Effects. And I know you might think immediately, oh God, it's Adobe, it's expensive. Hear me out. You can, if you're a student, you can get a decent discount on the Creative Suite. I think it's like 19 bucks a month. And even still, there's a 7-day trial if you just want to make one alert here and there. And there are some other resources out there. I'll have to look them up and put them in the video description down below for other programs that do this, and I can also link you to other videos that use those programs to help you create these. But I will be using Adobe After Effects today. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, and here we're going to use the KO from Street Fighter. Good God, that's loud. We're going to use that as our base. Now, I've already done some work here, but I will, for the sake of the video, just redo it. So I started out by finding a green screen of what I'm looking for. And it's just the KO that I think you download from YouTube with a YouTube downloader, something like that. But anyway, get it downloaded, create your project. So start there. So probably before we get started, we need to learn how to create a project and all that good stuff, right? Yeah, so let's do that. So open up Adobe After Effects, go to File, New, and New Project. And you'll get, let me save the alerts here. I'll just reopen this one. So File, New Project. Well, this is what you're going to see. Your composition is considered a canvas, okay? So drop your composition. I do my, now this is going to depend on how you want yours to be shaped. If you're having a rectangle, you make sure you want to make it the width, it needs to be a certain like 1500 by 900, let's say. That way it looks like a perfect rectangle. Just play around with the shapes until you figure out the size that you want. For this one, I'll be doing 1080 by 1920. And I'll just go ahead and cancel out of that because I'm going to open up my actual project that I have. So this is a 1080, 1920 by 1080. So first thing you do, grab your video footage and you drop it down here. I'm gonna drop it down here. You want to scrub through first to see kind of how long it is. And the way I do it is when I feel uncomfortable after seeing the video play, I stop it right there. So this timeline, just so we know, these are frames. The F stands for frames. Typically, your alert frame, or your alerts, you don't want to run more than 6 seconds, 6 to 7. Then it just becomes obnoxious. So let's run it out to about here where it stops. So about 10, 30 something frames. Okay, about 30 frames, so about 6 to 7 seconds. This bar, there's 2 different bars. Pay close attention here. There's 2 bars. This one that's attached to the lower half, that's the actual time of the composition. And that's important because when you go to render it and you render out a 30-minute video of blank space, you'll thank me. So take this bar, scoot it back to wherever you stop, like there. So I'm going to say boom. That's a good time. And then you take this one. This is your workspace. That only defines the area in which you're working. This is the composition length. This is the area you're working in. It's not as important. The bottom one is the most important. Anyway, so once we get this in, you'll have to go and get a plugin called KeyLight, and that's free. And I will include a link for that in the video. So you go over to Effects. Once you get this all done, once you get your thing squared up, your time right, you say KeyLight. Once you get KeyLight installed, grab it and you're going to drag it on top of here. What KeyLight does is it just removes a background color, or it takes an entire color, which is why people use green screens, and it removes it from the scene, and it makes it transparent. You say here, I'm going to go here, boom. You bastard. There you go. Okay. And then it's clear. So now everything behind it, even though it looks black, it's actually transparent because it is set to a transparent background. That's just by default. So that's it. You're done. So now what you do to export that up, once you finish this up, you're going to want to come to export and you go to add to the media encoder. The media encoder should come installed with Adobe. Once you get it all installed and with the Access Suite, if it's not installed, it will ask you to install it. So there you go. And once you get in here, you're going to have to change some settings. So come over to this drop down, change it to QuickTime. And then here, I like to just open this and take a look at it because it's a lot easier to kind of get all of the options. But your format needs to be QuickTime. Your preset has to be Apple ProRes with alpha. If you do not have alpha, you will not maintain transparency. Don't forget that. So we come here, select those things. This is where it's going. Okay. So I'm going to my Creative Cloud, alerts, notifications. I'm just going to move it so I can find it easier. Save it there. And I'm going to render it. Done. Pop in here, Creative Clouds, and alerts. Where's my alerts? Okay. So the .movie file is what we're using. All right, and then when you're finished with that, hop over to your browser, go to aconvert.com/video. You want to grab your video that you just. Can I record this? Let me record this. Shut the door for just a. I'm almost done, boo boo. And once you're here, you're going to go to choose your file. Mine's alerts and notifications. I have a lot of stuff. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's going to be the movie file. I've already exported it, so just grab the movie file that you exported. Make sure your format is set to WebM and convert now. And magic happens. I don't know what they do. Keebler elves or something. And it downloads the video. It converts the video. Yeah. All right. And once it's done, it'll name it some crazy mess, and you just download. Right-click, save link as, and wherever you have, come in here and let's say KO Green. All right, I'm going to save that. Now, if you use Stream Elements, this tutorial is for Stream Elements. So if you don't use Stream Elements, I think Streamlabs is somewhat similar. I'll have to check. So once you get in, make sure you name your new overlay whatever you want to. I knew it whatever because whatever. And then you add a widget and you want it to be an alert box. And you're going to get all the different alerts. Now take in mind, this does not change all the way down. You have to change them individually. I like to do variations, but that's a whole other subject. Anyway, follower alert. This is the default follower alert you will get every single time someone follows you. So let's change our video. And we're going to find our KO alert we just made. Just this guy. It should already be here. And it is. It's 1 second. So we're gonna submit that to the video. Now, whatever sound, if you want to tie a sound to it, you can have a separate audio file, or you can take and actually use the video's audio, which is what I have done on this guy. Yeah. So for the sake of this, we'll go ahead and use this one. All right. So that's good. Now we're going to test it. See, you get your alert. Now, to show what it looks like with the transparency, it doesn't have a sound, but I was wrong. All right. So, okay. So once you get that uploaded, once you get your video uploaded, you'll want to change the video. Okay. So once you get it uploaded, let's go to videos, and we're going to find our new one that we just put in. See this one. Perfect. We hit submit. And then to test it to make sure it works, follower event. And there you go. Now the sound, the default sound you hear can be just cleared if you want to keep it like that and say, let's use just the video. Perfect. So now you've got a follower alert with video and sound tied into it from a simple export by just finding green screen footage and removing it through Adobe After Effects. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can just leave them in the comments below. I am on Mixer at mixer.com/Darmok, and I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. I'm also available on Twitter at Darmok's Arcade. Just reach out, let me know if you have any questions about it. It's really not a hard process. It's kind of scary at first because Adobe After Effects is a pretty big program, but with the KeyLight plugin, it makes it super, super simple. All right, guys, if you could, give the video a like. Give me a subscribe if you want to keep up with what I'm doing. I might do more things like this in the future. I don't know. It's been a lot of fun. So we'll see you guys on Mixer Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Take care.